Welcome back. In the previous video, we got familiar with user interface. In this video, we'll configure some very important stuff of our organization. And whenever we are discussing for configuration, the menu that we must look at, it is this one. The first screen of this menu has some basic information about our organization, like details. On the next table, we have the credits, total number of credits that we have, the last 24-hour credits, and the monthly credits that we spent. And just above these two tables, we have the members information. So I have in total 90 members. Now we will switch at settings. And one of the very first steps that we may need to change, it is the name. Name is the one that is displayed also right here. So go ahead and change the name according to your organization or project that you are working with. And we have a space for changing the logo. You can upload your logo as well. And if we scroll down a bit, we have the organization defaults. This is very important for you to choose the right region. My region is currently United Kingdom, and I have chosen United Kingdom here. One of the benefits that you have by choosing the region is you go to map or ArcGIS Online, no matter. Once you choose the region, ArcGIS Online will adjust your base map according to your region. Means that if I open the base map, I have some customized base map only for United Kingdom. And if I choose cartographic, you will see that the information has covered only the England and Scotland. And if I zoom in, I have information only here. Means that this base map, it is purposely only for England, and this can be done only if you choose your region as United Kingdom. If you choose another region, you have your customized information about that region by Esri always. Then if we scroll a bit further, we have one short name. This short name is one of the most important things, because you see this SLPP, it is also part of my path, SLPP. So once you choose your short name, the short name will be automatically chosen also for the path of your application. So whenever you are sharing something with any user, that link will have this SLPP or your current link. And if you change this frequently, that's not a good practice, because you know the users are not experts or are not all good in technology, and they may start complaining why the links are not working anymore, and is going to create a confusion with this situation. The next thing that you might need to change immediately once you take your administration, let's say, you go to new member defaults, and we fix some stuff that every time that you add a new member is going to have some default selection. You may need to add 300 users, and just by choosing their roles and their groups and their names, you will consume a lot of time, and this will save you a lot of time. So I have chosen by default the user type will be viewer, user role will be viewer, no license configured, and automatically groups that the new user will be automatically part of those groups. I have automatically enabled Esri access, so every user can go automatically in blog or take courses and trainings offered by Esri. And the username format, which is by default from Esri, email, underscore, and your short name. You see that the short name is everywhere. So the short name is unique, and once you choose something unique, means that one name underscore a unique thing, every user is unique from different users of S3. So that's why it's a very good idea to be careful when you choose the first short name and to keep always that short name. And if you want other customization, you just can go and remove this, what S3 has done. Add your own customization and just click save and end of story. Or we can restore defaults and click save. Another thing that we may need to discuss in the very beginning, it is the credits. If for any reason some users or all of your users need credits for them to store or to add or to edit in ArcGIS Online, you may need immediately go to credits and activate credit budgeting tool. Once you activate this credit, then per each user that you have, you are able to give them an amount of credit, and those credits will be immediately deducted from your total organization credits. One last thing that we may need to discuss at this moment is the gallery tab. If we go to gallery and we choose one group as a gallery tab, so I have already chosen gallery tab for me. Now automatically in gallery will be shown only what we make part of this group, because we don't want to show all the content exactly in the gallery tab. We want to show only some particular application that we want that everybody may see them in the first screen, not all the content. So we create one group and we choose it here as a gallery group, and automatically everything that we make part of this group is going to be displayed in the first screen or in the gallery tab. For the moment, this is all for setting up our organization. We will see that continuously throughout the course, we will see that we will need to come back in the setting and to make some other adjustment to realize what we are looking for. See you soon.